Oh, fuck. Alright, so here's what's going on. I was going to do like 30 or 40 minutes of cardio. But now I'm not. Now I'm going to do 2 or 3 sets of ab rolls, and I'm going to call it a night, because the doc told me to take it easy and to, not faint. There's a blood drive, alright? I need O-type blood, so if you got O-type blood, I know the Red Cross, big international organization, they need it, right? So just be aware. Also, you got to make sure your fluids are up after. Oh, fuck me. You know when you're trying to click in between tabs and then you just boom, misclick. And now the tab's gone. I apologize if there's anybody watching this fucking shit. There we go. Jesus. Alright. I'll be right back. And then we're gonna start. Alright. Let's do it. So, the ab wheel, right? It's like when you can't do anything, do an ab wheel. If you can't do that, you're really screwed, right? So, funny story. The last time I gave blood, I was doing all sorts of physical activity afterward, and did not hit me um, the way it hit me this time, right? Last time I was running around in the sun, getting ordered around. Yeah. Alright, I'll back it up just a little bit. Two. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. I had a funny thought to myself there. Right? It's like I'm over here whining about giving blood. It's like you got folks. Right? It's like Master Sergeant Roy Benavidez was paralyzed from the waist down. And he stayed up all night every night for months, putting weight on his legs, and he didn't know. They didn't know. They didn't know if it would work. But I'm over here whining about blood. Take some. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's also a good exercise to do because who doesn't want a big old 6-pack? You know, it's funny. Like, there's not a lot of, I mean, I guess dumbbells count a little bit, but there's not a lot of exercises, there's not a lot of muscle groups that are universally targeted by such a simple piece of equipment. Right? And it's like, maybe I'm wrong about that, but I think it's funny from an economic consumer point of view that you can go to the store and you can buy a 6-pack. It's just gonna take you a long fucking time to get it. $15. Maybe I'm just crazy now. And obviously it's a little bit more fucking complex than dropping $15 and just doing 100 ab wheels a day. Alright, like, obviously, there's a gazillion factors: age, weight, anything. But anyway. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 'll let everyone come in now. Hello, everyone. Yeah, it was supposed to be cardio day. But I gave blood today, and the doc said, probably take it easy. But now I'm doing the ab wheel. I was just going on a tirade about how you can purchase a 6-pack of abs for $15 as long as you what's the word? Use the fucking thing. A little bit more complicated than that, but cardio, no. Yeah, cardio, no. Hell yeah. Yeah, no, it's silly. Right. I probably could have, now that I'm working out, and I got some fucking fluids in me, I probably could have done it, but before I got on the stream, I was feeling fucking sorry for myself. I'm lightheaded, and I'm fucking, I'm seeing spots, and I can't, I'm getting clammy, and I'm pale. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Yeah, no, the Red Cross put out a thing. They're looking for blood. They're fucking vampires, them. What do you mean? No, fuck that. That's just better safe than sorry. No one ever became a millionaire saying better safe than sorry. Nobody was ever able to defeat their enemies with better safe than sorry. Hold on, what do we got? You're right. Yeah. I'm glad to. I would be hating myself doing the cardio, but that's just because it's fucking hot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That would have been hilarious. If I killed over while I was streaming, I'd have gotten it on camera. You're right about that. Things happen for a reason. No good goddamn reason most of the time, but there's always a reason. Always a narrative. Come on. Well, anyway, I appreciate you stopping in, man. Definitely makes my night a bit more entertaining. I was actually going to cut it off at 36 there. I was going to stop with that set, but then someone hopped in, made it more interesting. Now I feel like I'm getting watched. Now I feel like somebody might be waiting on me. And, you know, to be fair, I'm not blind. I'm not retarded either. I know that the more entertaining parts of this are when I'm talking. I mean, who wants to just sit and watch a guy work out, you know? But still. Try to tell stories, but try not to be recognized. Try to be a streamer. Try not to be famous. I don't know. And we'll knock out one more set and then probably call it a night. And we'll get back to the regular length workouts probably tomorrow or maybe the day after tomorrow. It's like, you're not gonna get a fucking 10 out of 10 ridiculous physique not working out twice a day. I don't, man. I want to do some a little bit, but frankly, I have a hard time with the games these days because I feel like I'm not being productive, and you know, like, I don't want to get too into it, but I live in a fucking trailer, right? It's Trailer Park Fitness, and I'm trying to, you know, live the American dream, trying to work hard, get money, get bread, just get money. Skrilla. Yeah. Plus, I'm not really good at any games. I stopped being good at video games when I stopped playing them. All right, and the only game I would stream is Siege or Arc Raiders. Well, maybe I should. Maybe that's the secret, right? It's like I do 3 or 4 gaming streams, and then all of a sudden everybody's showing up to watch me work out. And it's like, oh, this guy plays video games and he works out, right? And it's like, no. He works out, and sometimes he plays video games. 5, I think. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Honestly, I'm pretty bad at gaming myself. Hell, I even did hot tub streams from an actual hot tub. When I used to stream, I did aerial shit. See, I almost feel like that's probably more entertaining for a lot of people, right? I know it would be for me. It's I cannot watch someone play a video game. It just does not vibe with me, right? And it's like, I watch streamers, right? I'll be the first to say it. I go scrolling on YouTube, and I look for streamers that I like, and then a lot of them talk, and a lot of them play video games, and the ones that do both, I don't watch them fucking play video games. That's for goddamn sure. But you know, and it's to each their own, right? And it's all like that. I don't hold that against anybody, right? And it's like I fucking watch people do stupid shit all the time. It's just like I'd rather watch a movie, you know. I'd rather watch a TV show. I'd rather go catch up on some pop culture. But anyway, what kind of games? What kind of folks? Who we talking about? I want names. Yeah, names, places, and I'll show you the receipts. Yeah. When it's like shit, you say who you're a fan of, right? And you got two sides of a angry political swarm fucking coming right at you, right? It's like I get it, you know. Fucking there's a pretty hardcore tribalism these days, right? If you're not with us, you're against us, kind of sort of thinking. Mostly, I'm amused by folks during horror. Yeah, yeah. No, I understand. I 100% understand the appeal, right? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about for sure. When someone loses their shit, right? Um, it can be pretty funny, especially if it gets you too. Oh, dude, Dead Space is like fucking my favorite horror game, probably. I don't know if this ever shows up on camera, but the Dead Space tattoo. That was my artist's first ever tattoo that he actually put on somebody. Hell yeah. Evil as fuck. I think it's funny, right? Getting an evil symbol tattooed on you. I'm not superstitious, but I know I've shown the dark sign off too, but I'm not so sure if I want to get my leg back up there. But yeah, dude, Dead Space was fucking awesome. Who was the director behind that? Was that Glenn Schofield? I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, Glenn Schofield. This guy was great. He was an artist, and he ended up becoming the director. And he was the first guy. He was the guy who directed Dead Space One for sure. I know that. But really, I mean, I can't think of a game series that needed a fucking fourth installment more than that game. You were the harbinger of our destruction. Let me just give you an ice pick. Hell yeah, dude. What was that guy's name? Strauss, right? The dude who had the fucking screwdriver. Yeah, no, badass games, right? Some of my core memories, right, are from playing that game when I was like 11 years old. No, but yeah, Dead Space was goated. Um, Absolutely. It's a tragedy what they did with Dead Space. Such a young and who me? A little bit. I'm just now old enough to start realizing that people will just lie about shit that happened 8 years ago. Like that most adults should be able to remember, right? And it's like, no, no, we'll just lie about that and pretend something else happened, right? And it's like, I was there. We all were there, right? It's crazy. It just boggles the mind. Yeah. All right, I'll knock out a few more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, sometimes we describe it how our mind feels and sees the memory. Although it is basically a construct as our brain conceives it. Yeah, pretty much. I would say so. But there are facts. And people, I guess, just forget them. I don't know what else you would call it. But I definitely understand. I guess the first thing that sentence there reminded me of is like, there's times where I feel like I'm a genius. Where like I draw a connection or I say something that's smart. Right? Maybe get a laugh. Or maybe solve a problem before it happens. And you know, that makes me feel smart, right? But then I go to articulate what just happened, and then I just have a difficult time saying what happened or maybe how I figured something out. And it's like, oh, there it is. There's that big old blind spot. It's like, I'm not a fucking genius. I'm not smart, right? Yeah, because it doesn't fit into their narrative. Absolutely not. Ugh. You know, there's this little guy, right, named Captain Jean-Luc Picard, and he was portrayed by a little guy named Patrick Stewart. And there was this episode of this little show called Star Trek: The Next Generation, and I'm pretty sure the title of that episode is "The First Duty," right? And it's in reference to the first duty, I guess, of like a Starfleet officer, right? Maybe we're getting a little ideological here, but the duty is to the truth. The first duty is to the truth. And it's like, tell the fucking truth, right? Because the second you start getting deceptive, right, that's when all sorts of other wild bullshit can occur. Yes, I am. Dude, you know what's wild? I'll tell you, if you're a Trekkie, you'll appreciate this. Okay, so I grew up. I was born in 2001. I grew up all throughout the early 2000s and then the 2010s, right? And I would say about, COVID-19, that's about when childhood ended, right? When the whole concept of freedom, and it was like our post 9/11. It was like my generation's post 9/11. It's like post COVID, right? And it's like tons of shit changed. Everything got worse. Our country got worse. Life got worse. But during that first few years, between '01 and probably like 2015 at the latest, there were tons of Star Trek memes on the internet everywhere, right? You couldn't go 10 feet without running into a meme about Picard or Data or something, right? And I saw all these memes growing up, but I was too young to have any frame of reference for them, right? way too young. And so it it was a very cathartic experience going back and watching the next generation, right? As somebody who grew up with all of the memes and none of the context, it was pretty fucking cool. And it's a good show, right? It's a little idealistic, right, for my tastes nowadays, but that's why we got Deep Space Nine, right? You seen Deep Space Nine, Mr. Redmond, Clovis Redmond, Mrs. Redmond? I don't know. Did it surprise me? Did the next generation surprise me? Um, I would have to say no. It was pretty much what I was expecting getting into it. I fucking love Deep Space Nine, and I knew that I would enjoy Deep Space Nine more than fucking TNG. But Deep Space Nine is like a soap opera mixed with TNG. That's what Deep Space Nine is. It's like a continuing soap opera mixed with Star Trek, right? And it's really good. I just binged the whole thing like a month or two ago, and I had a ton of fun watching it. Right? It's like you got tons of good characters, tons of good storylines, right? And it all kind of sort of makes sense. And there's some weak spots. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, no, you should go out of your way to watch it. As a matter of fact, um, you know, I know we're getting way off the track of fitness here, but you can get a an upscaled version. And I know some people are against the AI for this kind of shit. I don't care. Um, Deep Space Nine never got a 720 remaster, never got a 720 pixel remaster, right? It never got an HD. And so if you go back and you try to watch it through legitimate means these days, which I encourage, don't get me wrong, it will look like shit. And that's bullshit, right? And you know, you can go and you can go online, and if you just type in Deep Space Nine AI upscale, you'll find it eventually. If you put some time and effort in, you'll find it, and it's worth it. And you should download it. You should do whatever you got to do. You should watch it, and you should pay Paramount to make sure that they're getting their buck. But you know, so Voyager, I did watch a little bit of Voyager, kind of when Seven of Nine started coming into the show. I am like 8 episodes into Voyager. I have seen almost none of Voyager. It is uh there's nothing wrong with it so far. I just ain't got the time, right? I need to get back into it. I need to watch it, right? That way I can be on the same page with everybody who's seen like the big three, you know, Voyager, DS9, and TNG, and Enterprise after that. And you know, make sure you get back and watch the original series. Star Trek is cool, man, right? And it's like part of the reason I got into it as an adult, I think, is because I don't know. I was a big hater when I was a kid. I just would talk shit on everything. Had to go back and see those things, make sure all the shit talking I did was correct, and sometimes it was not. But well, anyway, um, I suppose that's it. I'm gonna give it another 3 or 4 minutes, and I'm probably gonna end the stream. Yeah, I can't. It's just too much fun. I can't. You know what's wild is to this day, I'll be like, oh, that's bullshit. That sucks. That looks like shit. And then I'll like spend a little bit of time looking into it, and it's like, okay, now I get it. Now I understand. You know. But no, I'm constantly giving my a few of my friends shit for watching shitty anime. Right. Like way off the topic of fitness, but there's this show Solo Leveling, and it's garbage. It's actually garbage, and I fucking can't help myself. Like if I'm in the same room as this show and other people are watching it, I'm gonna be talking shit. I just can't help it, right? It's yeah. Anyway, and I've seen it. I've seen it, so I get to talk shit. But well, anyway. Oh, right. Almost forgot. Gotta take my shirt off for the time lapse. Oh yeah, we'll get there. It's like we'll get to the point where I can't scratch my back or wash myself in the shower. Right, that's what we're going for. uh, well, anyway, if you tuned in to the stream, um, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Uh, if you stuck around and listened to the Star Trek diatribe, thank you very much. Too wide to walk through doors. You're right. I don't. If I want to get to the point where if I go to squat down and my pants are still on, they rip apart off of me, right? And I don't want it to just be because they're tight. I want it to be because there's just muscle flexion, like boom. Have a good night, Clovis Redmond. Enjoy your evening. That being said, I think that's going to be the end of the stream. Thank you if you're tuned in. Enjoy your night.